A killer whale off the coast of South Africa has been caught on camera hunting and killing a great white shark.
We thought we knew orcas. For decades, they've captivated us. Black and white sea wolves, gliding through oceans with grace and power. But that footage? It wasn't just a dramatic moment. It was a warning shot. Because the orca story is deeper, stranger, and more unsettling than anyone imagined. You see, we've been watching these animals for generations, filming them, tagging them, showcasing them in aquariums. But what if we've been getting it wrong this whole time? What if the ocean's most iconic predator has been hiding not just in the depths, but in plain sight, wearing a mask of familiarity while concealing an evolutionary secret? Let's dive into a discovery so profound it's forcing scientists to redraw the lines between species. A discovery that suggests the killer whale we thought we knew might actually be more than one animal entirely. For the longest time, orcas were considered a single species, Orcanus orca, one global predator roaming every ocean from pole to equator, hunting everything from fish to seals to whales. But over time, cracks appeared in that idea. It started with subtle questions. Why do some orcas use echolocation constantly, while others remain eerily silent? Why do certain pods specialize in fish, while others go after sea lions or porpoises, and never switch? And most strangely, why don't these groups ever interbreed, even when they share the same waters for centuries? These weren't just behavioral quirks. They were red flags. And by 2024, after decades of DNA analysis and field observation, marine biologists were forced to admit the truth. The orcas we've been calling transients, a term that once meant roaming or outcast, are not just a variation. They are a completely different species. At a glance, transient and resident orcas look nearly identical. Same black and white pattern, same size, same sleek silhouette. But dig deeper, and the differences become staggering. Transients are the silent assassins of the sea. While resident orcas fill the ocean with sonar clicks to hunt slippery salmon, transients say nothing. They glide like shadows, relying on passive listening to track seals and porpoises, prey that can hear and evade. One click could give them away. So they don't click. They stalk. They wait. And when the moment comes, they strike with brutal efficiency. Their bodies reflect this lifestyle. Transients have bulkier jaws, worn-down teeth from crushing bone, and slightly more robust frames. They move in small, tight-knit pods, often just a mother and her offspring, acting with precision more akin to a tactical unit than a roaming pod. Their hunts are not chaotic chases. They're coordinated takedowns.
But here's where it gets even stranger. Despite overlapping territories, residents and transients have never interbred. Not once. That's almost unheard of in marine mammals. And when scientists sequenced their DNA, they uncovered the reason. The split between these two groups goes back 300,000 years. That's older than modern humans. While our ancestors were learning to chip stone tools, orcas had already divided into separate evolutionary paths, one becoming the fish-chasing, sonar-singing residents, the other becoming the silent, strategic mammal hunters we now call transients. This isn't just about preference or culture, it's speciation. Over hundreds of thousands of years, the two groups developed distinct behaviors, body structures, immune systems, even brain function. Their social systems diverged, their hunting methods evolved independently, even their vocal patterns are encoded into their DNA. These aren't variations, they're strangers, and yet, for decades, we missed it. The signs were all there, the diet, the silence, the social structure, but we brushed it off. We called it ecotypic variation, just different flavors of the same species, because how could a new species be hiding in the most studied marine animal on Earth? The answer? Familiarity. We assumed we knew them, that orcas were a monolithic species, united by their looks and intelligence. And so, when a transient orca refused to speak, we called it shy. When it hunted seals, we called it innovative.
We explained away the differences rather than question our assumptions. But now, the evidence is undeniable. This isn't one species with diverse behavior. It's two species, each with their own cultures, strategies, and identities. Culture. That's the key. For years, scientists resisted the idea that animal behavior could drive evolution. Sure, animals learn from each other, but that couldn't shape genetics, could it? Orcas are blowing that idea out of the water. Transients don't just hunt differently, they teach differently. A calf doesn't just instinctively know how to ambush a sea lion. It learns by watching its mother, season after season, absorbing every move. Residents do the same, but for salmon, sonar, and social songs. This kind of social learning, culture, is passed down like language, generation after generation. And over time, it shapes not just minds, but bodies, jaw shape, tooth wear, hunting patterns, even brain structure. Culture is no longer a soft science. It's becoming a biological force. This makes the misclassification more than a scientific error, it's a fatal mistake. By not recognizing transients and residents as separate species, we've failed to protect each according to their needs. And now one is disappearing. That should shake us because it means our tools, our definitions, our categories, our models are no longer enough. The natural world is evolving faster than our frameworks can keep up. And it's not just orcas. Elephants mourn, parrots use language, crows teach, dolphins pass down hunting tricks. Culture exists throughout the animal kingdom, and it might be driving evolution in ways we've barely begun to understand. The orca isn't the only species hiding in plain sight. It's just the one that finally forced us to admit it. The final twist? This discovery didn't come from a lost corner of the map. It came from a creature we thought we knew. It wasn't hiding in the abyss. It was swimming right beside us, teaching its young, hunting with silence, carrying the weight of 300,000 years of forgotten history. And now that we've seen it, we can't unsee it. The orcas didn't change. We did. So the next time you see that iconic black fin cutting through the waves, remember, it might not be just another killer whale. It might be something else entirely, something older, stranger, smarter, a species reborn not by mutation, but by memory. What do you think? How many other species might be hiding cultural divides right under our noses? Let us know in the comments, and if this story opened your eyes, hit subscribe, because in the world of science, the biggest discoveries aren't always out there. Sometimes they're waiting in the places we thought we knew best.